part of what makes complex organizations so complex is that there are so many moving pieces. And that means we constantly have to align with our stakeholders, get into conversations about what's going on, what's happening, all these sorts of things. So we need to converse all the time, but at the same time we have to be mindful that meeting time is really precious and we have to be effective and efficient. It's not easy to find the middle ground. Question number one, if you find a group is really sort of focused on diagnosis and analysis for too long, the question is, what options do we have? That is a question that forces a group into solutioning relatively straightforward. Second question could be, what do we need to make a decision? That's a question that points a group to inquire what fact base or assumption base they need in order to make a decision. If they have all of this, a good question could also be, how do we get this decided? That is an even better question than to ask, how do we make a decision? Because maybe after all, you are not the group to make a decision. One thing to be aware of, to be mindful of. The group you're working with might not be thrilled to follow your question, because ultimately it creates work and they might need some time to come around to that. It's a really good way to signpost what you are doing as being in service of progressing the conversation. Start gently. Could now be the time to talk about the options we're having. Or, I'm wondering if we already have everything we need in order to make a decision. From there you can ramp it up, considering your personality to be authentic, but also the corporate and the social culture you are in. Go and do the good work safely.